Hello there, Mick Box if you're right. My name's Mick and I have a message, a long message, so excuse me looking across here because it is a long message and I have to read the whole thing out to you. It's from Carlos Perida of Orlando, Florida, and wow, he says, I've been a faithful fan since 1973 when I heard Rain on the radio. Later on Jan 1974 when I heard Live 73. For some reason I decided it was the best gift ever. So I bought 12 copies and without any reason going to my closest friends. I love you. Fantastic. And when I was 15 years old, my crazy dad sent me to England to learn English. Same week Gary passed away. Oh, that's a shame. That's really, really bad memory. But anyway, during that time, I could see the Return to Fantasy concert at Hammersmith Odeon. And on June 76, after being penniless, not even money for food, I found a £5 note on the floor, which is pretty big money back then. And with that money, and after walking some 4 to 5 miles, I could attend the High and Mighty concert in Wembley. My goodness, Carlos, you are a fan, and I thank you for that. You don't know it, but later you went with me to college and later went with me every morning to work. I don't want to sound creepy, but it's like you and the rest of the band were my big brother. Well, it's not creepy, mate. That's fantastic. Anyway, having said this, many of my zillion questions would be about your personal life. Don't worry, nothing too personal. Like, what do you do when you're not playing the guitar? Any hobbies? What music do you like? Politics? Forget it if that's very sensitive. Well, I'm a musician, not a politician, so we won't go there. Any remarkable memories from a particular show? What bands do you listen to? When did you realise your guys had made it? You know, I love the band, although there have been times I've hated it, like the time I was in London, you announced you were recording Living the Dream, same date as my birthday. I wrote to you asking permission to attend to see you guys were recording, never heard back from you. Or the time I bought the Conquest CD and there was a note from you saying I could use the CD to play frisbee with my dog at the park. You owe me that money. I can't remember that for the life of me. But Conquest was an album, I have to say, the fans either love or hate, you know. So they either love it and treasure it or they use it as a frisbee for the dog in the park. Well, I guess you didn't expect to read from a fan, but we also have a lot to say in the meantime. Please give me something to read too. Sorry if I sound creepy. Well, you don't sound creepy at all, Carlos. That's just absolutely fantastic. I'm just trying to scroll back here to some of your questions and see if we can get round to some of the answers. What do I do when I'm not playing the guitar? And what are my hobbies? Well, you know, I love football. Tottenham Hotspur's my team, from a boy to man. I've followed them through all the good and the bad times. It's mostly bad times, I have to say. Because we don't get the results we wanted, but you know, you're a fan, aren't you? You know, for the good and the bad times. So that's what I do. And also, you know, when I come off tour, I have to take my rock and roll hat off, and sincerely, I have to put my family hat on. You know, and I embraced everything with the family, you know, and do all the things that we need to do, go out to dinners and lunches and run my boy about everywhere and all this sort of stuff, you know. So I tend to, you know, immerse myself in family life. But whenever they've gone to work or to university or wherever, I creep upstairs and then I get the guitar and I rock hard and write lots of music and stuff like that. Any memories from a particular show? Well, I think, you know, that'd be too hard to pull one out the hat because there's so many memories, so many great memories, you know, and you know, it's just amazing that you know, we're still going 50 years on and still going strong and still making new albums and with Living the Dream being such a strong album in the Heap catalogue. You know, it's given us a lot to look forward to and a lot to do in 2021 when this pandemic has disappeared off the face of the earth, we hope, so that we can get back to some degree of normality. But look, thanks a million for your dedication. Thanks a lot for buying all those live albums. That's just absolutely amazing story, and that's a better story than any of mine. And thanks for being a fan and being there, and hopefully we see you again. Happy days.
I got the sun and the moon on the one hand, stars as a